Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got a beer here from Magnify Brewing Company, and they're out of Fairfield, New Jersey. Rico, my brother, sent me this big 16-ounce can. I have had him send me one or two. I know one that he sent me from them, and so here's another one. This was called Vine Shine, and it's an IPA. And on the can here it says 6.5% alcohol by volume. I don't see the IBUs listed on the can anywhere. And on the bottom there is no date, but it's still got the orange 6-pack holder ring here on it. And he's got 8/19/16 on there, so it must have been on one of the tabs on the 6-pack or something for him to be able to put me that on there. So according to what he's got written on here, this was put in the can on August the 19th, and I'm reviewing this on the 10th of September, so it's less than a month old. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this little snap ring off the top here and set it back up there where y'all can see it. IBUs on this one, according to what Untapped says, is 60 IBUs. And commercial description says, this beer was inspired by both East and West Coast IPAs, drawing its dank, piney hop character from the West and its smooth, light bitterness, along with its dry crushability from the East. Vine Shine combines both styles to make a truly unique IPA. So, with 60 IBUs, that is fairly low for an IPA. A lot of them are in the 70s and 80s, and I have seen them in the 90s before on an IPA. And that leads to a nice strong bitterness on the back end a lot of times. So, this may be something, if you want to get into an IPA with that low of a bitterness at 60, it'd not be too strong for your palate. So, and at only 6.5%, it's not going to be like a double IPA. It's going to knock you down or anything or be too boozy. This is a lower bitterness IPA, so we'll see what it brings to the table. Don't think there's anything else we need to talk about other than food pairings, and while I'm telling you that, I will pop the cap on this bad boy. And cuisine is your typical IPA food. Cuisine is curried in your Thai. Cheeses are peppery, pepper jack, sharp, blue, cheddar. The stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger. The meat is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I'll add grilled meat to that because everything off the grill goes good with a nice IPA. And not recommended for extended salary. Drink them as fresh as you can get your hands on them, guys. About a finger and a quarter of head on that is a light amber color. Very light. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Good looking beer. Nice looking head on it. Great looking beer, don't you think? Yeah, it is. Most beers are good looking. Especially drinking that macro lager garbage. Let's get a nose on it, guys. Yes. Big piney citrusy nose on it. Definitely give them that West Coast aspect of it. Grapefruit, hints of grapefruit, mango, tangerine, maybe even a little bit of pears in there. Nice West Coast aroma, it really does. And having the low East Coast IBUs, maybe it's going to be a good one. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. First beer of the day. Oh yeah, let's do it. Very easy drinking, guys. 60 IBUs, very low bitterness. Would be a great one if this is your first IPA to have a, even though it's got that strong hop presence, and I mean, if you don't like it, taste the hops, you may well go with the straight East Coast style, where the hops are a little more subdued, because this has definitely got that up in your face, piney, citrusy, grapefruity pineapple taste. Alcohol is very well hidden though. A great starter beer, first beer of the day. Oh yes. And we're going to get the rest of it in there in case it clouds it up just a little bit, because it was kind of clear. A lot of times that stuff settles down to the bottom when you pour the last part of the bottle of the can, it clouds it up. And it's not super cloudy, but I can't see the bulb through the upper part now. So it's got a little bit of cloudiness to it, or a heavy chill haze. It's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. But let me take it back, let her have sip 2 or 3 on it, sip on it for a little bit, and we'll come back and see where it ends up, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this little up here, been sitting on about 30 minutes or so. Very nice. I consider this like a nice entry level IPA with 60 IBUs. But it does have a heavy West Coast influence with a piney hop presence and grapefruit and pineapple. Very nice for a low bitterness IPA. Very tasty. Final chug. A very nice first beer of the day. Very tasty. I like the West Coast influence with all that hop presence, but I also like that low IBUs as far as low bittering, especially for a first beer of the day. Very tasty, guys. A nice entry level IPA in my opinion. So with that being said, grade for me on this one, guys, would be a B+. And if it actually, and Rico wrote on the cap here, but I think it needs to have it on each individual can stamped on the bottom. If it had stamped on, canned on date on the bottom of it, I would probably go ahead and step up to the plate and give it at least an A-. Numeric grade for me, guys, on this is an 89. Had a date on the bottom, it'd be a 90 or a 91. So, very tasty IPA, though, guys. It's a very nice entry-level IPA as far as I'm concerned. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 90 in the outstanding range. I'm not going to argue with that a bit. I'm one number below that at 89. I'm not going to step up there when it doesn't have a actual canned on date on the bottom of it. They should have that. So over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says they're not too happy with this. 63 overall, 41 in the style. So evidently it didn't blow a lot of people away over it that's doing the reviews on that site. And for our final check-in, we'll go over to Untappd. They have it at 3.82. Which is a B+, exactly where I've got it. And I would agree with that. I agree with that. That's a good grade right there. So, if you've had this one from Magnify Brewing, this is their Vine Shine IPA. Very nice, very enjoyable, very well made. Alright guys, let me know if you've had it.